and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
They got Stevenson on. Oh.
Wait, there's no way I can put in my Facebook.
I don't know, but he's going to give you the link so you can send it out after. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I am Gath Marchent, the host for News and Views with the Rabbi. And today we have two important guests. We will be discussing the issue of the genocide in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So first, to introduce Reverend Journalist Sylvie Kibambe, right? And then we have another guest who will be on. So go ahead, Miss Sylvie.
Yeah, good afternoon. I'm Reverend as a minister of God, and I'm a journalist. And today, let's see, we're here.
Yes. So what would you like the audience to know about what's happening in the Congo? Well, because to exactly, a lot of the people don't know that there's genocide going on in the Congo, right? So we want you to explain what is the genocide. Over 6 million plus people have died from this genocide, and I want you to explain.
Well, the Democratic Republic of Congo, first of all, for those that didn't know, because we have two Congo, and sometimes, Rabbi, we have a lot of confusion. People asking, you from the Congo, which one? Okay, this is about Democratic Republic of Congo, which is the capital of Kinshasa. And we has been a victim of a genocide for many years. I will say about like 30 years. So the Congo is under attack for so much years, but you know, a lot of eyes and just close over the reality of what is going on in the Congo. But as a Congolese, we, I believe, if I look at the time when all those genocide start, see my age today, so I was 18, but we're still going on this genocide, and it's not getting better. It's getting just worse and worse. And I believe today we have actually sometimes we have a genocide, sometimes we have a little break. I will say that. And now, as we're talking, we still have now the rebellion, which is again the genocide going on now.
Right, and now we have another person coming from Los Angeles. Could you introduce yourself and say something about what's happening in the Congo?
My name is Otokonda Mboyo Ble. I live in San Francisco, in San Jose, California, in the Bay Area, Silicon Valley. And I'm from Democratic Republic of Congo. What is happening in Congo started in 1994. It was just after the genocide that was in Rwanda. So since a lot of Rwandese came to Congo, and the Congolese were so nice enough to give them a refuge. So they have been there. We have been living close, we are neighbor country, so we never have a problem. So when they overthrew Mobutu, and after that, Kabila brought more Rwandese army that came, the rebellion that came, that Desire Kabila. So after overthrowing Mobutu, and that's where everything started. So president that was in Rwanda, the one that died, The genocide that happened in Rwanda in 1994, they killed the president Habyarimana, who was a Hutu. And the president that took power was a Tutsi, Kagame. And since Kagame took power and the Kabila came to Congo as a president, that's where everything started. They have an accord between Rwanda, president of Rwanda, and Kabila to come helping Kabila to overthrow Mobutu, who was a dictator for 32 years. And then they took over Congo and he took over Rwanda. So the pact that they signed that Rwanda is going to be taking mineral from Congo since they helped Kabila. So since then, it started 1996 till today. We never had peace. Rwandese will come to Congo and they start killing people in the village like Beni, Ruchuru, Goma, Bukavu, you name it, in the eastern Congo. So they'll kill people, they'll chase people out of the villages and they'll start digging. And in there, it's a lot of mineral like lithium. We have cobalt, we have gold. So that's really a vast territory over there have those minerals. So Kagame started taking it and selling to international countries, telling them that those minerals come from Rwanda. But as we know, in Rwanda, geographically, Rwanda do not have none of those minerals. So the reason that Kagame was going to Congo is just to go get mineral, bring it out, and sell to international and start developing his country. And since 1996 to today, we'll be in peace for 2 years. They'll have a peace. And then after that, there will be a war. And after Kabila died, they killed Kabila. He was an assassin. And the son took over, who was Joseph Kabila. The pact still going on because Rwanda signed that once they help Kabila, they're going to be having that territory to mine. The objective for this war, it's an economic war. It's not like between Rwandese and the Congolese, we have a problem. We have been living in peace for years. So the reason and the cause of the genocide in Congo, it's because Rwanda wanted the mine and to control the mine and to control the army in that area. So he can be mining without paying anything. That's the reason we have the war, and they kill more than 6 million people approximately since 1996 to today. They raped children, they rape women, they displace people. People are refugees in Rwanda, Burundi, and Uganda and Tanzania, which is the Great Lake region countries. So Congolese people are suffering because of something that the atrocity is because they are sitting in all the mining that Rwanda wants and the whole world wants. And those mine comes to LA, go everywhere. It go to all the Euro country. Everybody that makes cell phone, they make battery for the car, EV, they make battery for laptop. They all come, majority of them, 65% of cobalt come from Congo. So that's the reason of the war. It's not a war between different ethnic group or between villages or between people. It's a war, economic war. That's the briefing I can give you about how it started and how people.
Right. So usually in Africa, we have different tribes who always battling because of the differences. So do you have that in the Congo, or you all belong to the same tribe?
Oh yeah, well, I'm not sure, but we have so many tribes in Congo, and I don't know behind that question. Maybe if we have any conflict or so, we have many tribes, but we live in unity.
Right.
We never have like Mrs. You get just put it down so well. We never have any conflict between a civilian.
Right.
But the conflict we have is just it's economic conflict. It's just like we are victim of the resources, the natural resources we have, which is natural again. It's natural, right. So it has been provided from the get start from God. So that's the conflict we have. But as much as ethnic we have, we are together. Just like she pointed something here. When the genocide, when the the Rwandese have a problem. They came because they're in the border. So it's just like you have Texas and Mexico, just so the border. So they came in. When they came in because something happened at that time, but you come in as just for refuge and you don't want to go. And not just you don't want to go, you want to just finish all the population, just finish those towns, those ethnic and take over. Why? Again, it's because of resources. They find something special, and okay, why we have to go back? Right. So that's the thing.
Right. So that will take a short break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello, viewers in America and around the world. This is Gath Marchent for Millennium TV 24. I am the host for News and Views with the Rabbi. This platform is for all religions and much more. Please watch Millennium News 24 every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We are streaming on live TV and podcast, iOS and Android services, and all smart TV, Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Globally, we are on Horizon Satellite. Our website is MillenniumTV24.com, MillenniumNews24.com, all social media, Millennium News 24. Yes, we are back, so you can continue.
Yes, the conflict we have in Congo, like we say, and it's clear to everyone. At least people be hypocrite not to act like they ignore it because it has been so long and everybody knows about. But I believe it's a time to stand up. And as you see today, you have a woman as your guest, and this is a month of a woman, and today is the last day. And the woman stood up because we kind of understand something like, okay, we let the men do, what they have to do, and they do a good job. But let's see, women, when they stand up, if you can bring something different. So what we want is that it's just enough is enough about what is happening in Congo. And then people has closed their eyes. I've said in the beginning, people close their eyes, they close their ears, like they don't hear, like they don't see. But we are victims of all this because Congo, first of all, Congo is one of the biggest country in Africa. Yes. So it's a big country, 100 million population.
Wow.
That's a lot.
Yes.
And listen, the territory, which is the Kivu, the Goma, where the Rwandese invade, is a big place as well. And if you look at the Rwandese as a country, even take Uganda or Rwandese, it's a small territory.
Right.
It's very small. I make some research which we can.
Go right ahead.
I see Rwandese have like a 10 million, and then Uganda have 93. So that's really small compared to the Congo. I cannot even compare to the Congo because it represents just like a little territory of the Congo. So, and plus that where the area where is the border is have those minerals. So that's why I will say this. The Congolese are victim of the blessing that has been given to them. Because I remember Bill Graham, the man of God, he said one day that he was talking about Africa. He said Africa is not just for civilization, but Africa is a land of destiny.
That's right.
It's a land of resources, but they make it turn otherwise. Make it look like is a place of a poverty. It's a place of lack. No. Is a place of so much blessing. That's why it's invaded. But we know that the Rwandans is not working themselves. Right. They're working with all those countries with the power. They're working with them. But today, I believe we want to say that clearly, like we know, because sometimes you know something but you keep it yourself. Who's gonna know? Because even the Bible, God told us you have to let know your needs. You have to pray. You have to say what you need, even though you know everything. So it's a time now, I believe, to say loud about what is going on in Congo. Than it's just about the blood in their hands.
Right.
The kids are victim. You want to say something?
Yeah. No, I was going to go back to, in the sense that there are, from my understanding, several different rebel groups in Democratic Republic of the Congo. One of them, M23, and there are others with names I don't recall.
I will check that.
Yeah.
They have a different group. No, this is a strategy. It's just the same people, but they try to divide themselves. Like, okay, maybe if you have a problem with your M23, you say, okay, that's a different problem. It's the same. It's the same. The same rate is the Rwanda and Uganda who invade the Congo, but they just change the names. You know, they are Tutsis. When you go to Uganda, Museveni is Tutsi. So it's all together. It's the same people, but they just use a different, different name to make a different strategy. That's to create a confusion for those that didn't know, for those who did not understand what is going on. So you may think like you're fighting with M23, and then when you turn it back, you say, okay, now I'm gonna fight with a whatever name, but it's the same people. It's the same thing.
Right. For those who don't understand how Democratic Republic of the Congo and where the conflict is in the east, correct?
Yes.
Goma and other cities near the border of Rwanda, Uganda,
Burundi and Uganda. It's Uganda
and Burundi.
Burundi and Tanzania.
Yes.
Those are the 3 or 4 countries of the Great Lake. So, like as Reverend Sylvie just said, it's like one person changing clothes. The rebel group over there, M23, Mai, all those people, they are from one house, but they change coats. Today they were black, the next day they were red, the next day they were orange. They are formed by Uganda and Rwanda. So what they do, when they cease with one group, they create another group. When they cease with one group, they create another group. We have a lot of general and people that work with Kagame that left the army that explain how they create those group of rebels and when they create them. They create them when they need them. They group people that they already trained. So they put them together and they say, okay, you guys gonna go to Congo and fight. And they do what you have. They have a mission. So when they have a mission, they create them and they send them to Congo. And the sense we have one border, which is in Gisenyi, they enter and they go across and they go to Congo and they invade. And once they finish, they say we have a speech, peace speech, and they agree or something. They go, they appease themselves, but they don't go away. They go back to the house. Because imagine you have a house and the people go through your house and they go to somebody's go steal. That's what Rwanda do. He said, I don't know M23. I don't know this. But how come they come from your premises and you don't stop them? Because Congo is a sovereign country. We are neighbor. It's like Mexico letting people come from Mexico to come invade the United States. Mexico is supposed to know that those people are not mine and they help work with United States hand in hand to make sure that there's peace on the border. But once one country is instigating the war, there's no way that will stop because he knows the cause. They come through your house and whenever they back off, they go back to the house. They go hide in Rwanda. They go hide in Burundi. In Uganda. So when they go hide over there, they wait for the master to tell them when, with Kagame and Museveni, to tell them when they're going back to Congo and to loot. So they come to Congo to loot. And they're looting, they don't come and loot, they come and kill people because those people resist and they kill them. So we are being, like Reverend Sylvie said, we are just being in a place that God bless us, and the blessing become a curse because people think that we are maybe stupid, we don't know what we are doing, and they believe that they can come anytime as they want, and they steal and they go sell it and they make money and they're killing all the people. And now that we have a president that is a Congolese that believe President Tshisekedi, he knows that this war had to stop, and he said, there is no war in Congo. I don't want nobody to come here and trap us. That's where the problem is now. That's when in January they killed 5,000 people, children and the women, because they and up to now they don't want to. They seize two big cities. They seize Goma and the Bukavu. They went to Walikale, so they want to be there because that's where they are mining, and that's where they are taking things freely. The mineral they're taking tin. They're taking all the mineral of treaty. They're taking gold. They're taking diamond. Anything they find, they go and take it. And all the country around the world knows that they are buying from a reseller, somebody who doesn't have owned those things, the mineral, but come to the market and they sell to them. And this war is not only Congo. This war involves everybody that uses cell phone. If you have a cell phone, you have blood of Congo in your hands. If you have a laptop, you have blood of Congo in your hands. If you use EV car, you have blood of Congo in your hands. They're talking about traceability. There is no traceability. Because if you trace the material, and you know those materials don't belong where they come from, and you're buying it, and those are the, developed country that say they trace it. They say, oh, it can't be from the hand of children. The children are dying. It can't be from women that are fighting. They are fighting. They know it, but they close their eyes. I don't know why. I don't know, maybe because we are, race. For me, it's like they don't care about Black people. They can die as many as they want. Nobody will care about it. Could this
on that one there, you said about the children, from my understanding, they're taking the young kids,
yes,
and putting them to work in the mines.
They kill them now.
Afterwards because they kill them afterwards, correct?
Yes. When they're big enough or they don't want you, they dispose you, like they trash you. And they bury them in like a mass grave. They will bury 50 people in one place. And this war has been for 30 years. 1990, next year, it's going to be 30 years of a war, and then nobody talk about it. That's why we went to New York, the UN, and then we went to march, and we say enough is enough. Because we are losing people every day, but nobody talk about it. That's why we say that is the blood of Black people and the blood of white people from Ukraine are not the same. Can't they see that what they are doing is not fair? Ukraine war has been for 3 years, but how much are they investing? And the Congolese people war has been 30 years, almost 30 years, but nobody cares. They don't even talk about it. If we don't raise our voice, nobody talk about it.
Right, and that's why, I was at the UN when the women last week. And I spoke to a lot of the major media.
Yes.
None of them know anything about the Congo. If you ask anybody, right? But genocide is over 6 million. Could you explain from 1994? 6 million? That's a lot of people.
A lot of people. And that's only what they are saying. That's what they are saying. But imagine if Congo is in peace, and then they go around and dig how many heads, skull we're going to find. It's going to be over that. That's what they're assuming. I'm here, I'm a victim because I lost my brother in that war. Wow. I have 4 children that I'm raising, orphans. I lost him, they kill him.
Wow.
So it's everybody's affected somehow. We are all affected because when somebody died, they leave behind a responsibility that we had to take over.
Yes.
And those kids, they miss, and psychologically, physically, mentally, people are tired. You can't have a war that there's no war in history that I know that have been around for 30 years.
Right. And like I got a tape of a young man from Goma who was a rap star, right?
Yes.
And the rap is in French, but anybody could understand the meaning of what he was talking about. Yet M23 came, shot him,
Yes.
right? And he was lying there, and the people try to come to rescue him, and they start shooting and say, if anybody come, we'll kill you too,
Yes.
right? So they waited until after he died, then the people could come and take the body. But what they did, they went into the guy's home and killed his family too.
Exactly.
This is what's going on.
Exactly.
When we talk about kill, I would say murder, because we live in the country, we live in the season where we have to wake up and everyone have to respect, first of all, the humanity, which has been created by the supreme of the supreme, which is God. But just murder human being, just like I would not even say just like an animal, because I believe even animal, you don't kill animal just like that. We see in the news when animal was be killed like carelessly. We see that in the news, and you kill somebody, human being, who have all the senses, who have the future, which you don't know, only God knows. But you murder this person just like as it was nothing. You know, I have a child where he see ants. My child, when she see ants, she's afraid to kill ants. And when I want to kill ants, she say no. I say why? You say but is a purpose. You have a purpose. So this is, look at this mentality. But you gonna kill just like a human being like this. She says she lost a brother. I lost a brother there too. And my brother was my brother was from Kinshasa. This is my blood.
Yes.
My blood is my mother's sister, son, which we go together, Roger at Tongoli. May his soul rest in peace. Yes. I lost him in the same circumstances. And I lost another cousin. It was at the same time of a war. And they just shoot on the airplane. But my brother, he was a victim, just like you said, that was that. So, but I'm not talking today because of that, because a lot of people are victim. But the thing is, how many people have to be murdered before everything be considered as a genocide?
Right, and on that, we'll take a note and we'll take a break, and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello, viewers in America and around the world. This is Gath Marchent for Millennium TV 24. I am the host for News and Views with the Rabbi. This platform is for all religions and much more. Please watch Millennium News 24 every Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We are streaming on live TV and podcast, iOS and Android services, and all smart TV, Fire TV, Roku TV, and Apple TV. Globally, we are on Horizon Satellite. Our website is MillenniumTV24.com, MillenniumNews24.com, all social media, Millennium News 24. Yes, we're back. I just want to say, from what I understand, that Democratic Republic of the Congo is one of the most Christian nations in Africa.
Yes.
Right. The Pope went there and he had over 1 million people have visited him. Right. But I understand that some of the killing these groups are going into the churches and massacring people in the church.
Yeah. This is how bad. This is how bad it is.
This is how bad it is.
This is how bad it is. It also means they don't care.
Right.
They don't care. We are not human beings. Mrs. You get was saying. She just underlined that. She said, when they kill, they trust you. So if somebody can trust you, they don't have no respect.
Yes.
No respect even to God.
Right.
Because He's the one who creates a human being.
Yes.
No respect to God. And they don't care. This is a selfish. This is just about me and me central interest. Like this is just what I can gain, but anything else is not my business. You know, today I was just watching this morning. One of my friend, a journalist, she was interviewing one man. His name is Vincent Carrega. Alors, this man explained how 27 years he was living in Congo as a Congolese, but he's a Rwandese. And he explained, he said, all these 27 years in his life, everyone has been identify him as a Congolese, and he has all the people from the Congolese. But he says he took that identity when they have this conflict between Tutsi and Hutu. Eventually, this is why we have all this problem. So, but what am I saying? He said the time of genocide, he was there, he was in Goma, he was there, but in 1995, when Rwanda released them, that's why he went back to Rwanda. What am I saying? He was a Congolese, right? Working as a Congolese, have identity as a Congolese. Everyone identify him as a Congolese. He accepted the Congolese. Not because like maybe you become a citizen. No, that's not the case. But this is how, maybe not for him, but how much infiltration we had. That was the preparation for all this time to invade. And now it's not even infiltration anymore. Now it's just just open. So they coming, they take you, they come, you are in you doing your job. Yes. Somebody come have to take you off. I'm not talking about let you walk on the door. I'm talking about eliminate you and to take your place. So, but I have a question. My question I'm asking about to everyone who buys from the Rwandese all this material. How you can buy a material or mineral from somebody who does not have the mineral on his country? What does that mean? That's the question. Because how I don't have this, I don't have the pen. This is not my pen, but you buy it for me. Listen, the Bible taught me in Matthew 21, when Jesus overturned the table of everyone outside the church. He said, this house will be called the house of the prayer. But people, I want somebody to understand, because everyone has been created by God, so people can understand this. Why Jesus overturned, he says he overturned the table of the who was selling and the people was buying. He did not just overturn the table of the one who was selling, because a lot of misinterpretation I heard a lot of people says about, oh, Jesus was mad and then he overturned the table and then he pushed away the people were selling in his house. Not just those who were selling. The seller and the buyer. Consumer. Why? Because you, consumer, you know this is the house of prayer. So why you can buy in a house of prayer? So that means you both are the same thing.
Right.
Clearly, it means he's selling to you and you buying, you are the same thing. And my question now, why are you killing the Congolese? Why you conspire with somebody who does not have the products and you buy from that person, and the person who have a product, you know for sure, because you're smart, you know this product does not belongs to this territory, and then you buy from this territory. So you and they, your client, or you are a client, or your vendors, I don't know how to call them, you are the same thing.
Yeah. Now, beside the killing, looking at the reports, I understand there's over 1 million Congolese are displaced from their homes, and they have to go into like refugee, or they have to flee their homes because they would be killed. And what happened is that, like, when they go into Goma or the other cities, they destroy the people's homes. So they have no
burn them. They burn them.
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, when they go to the town, what they do first, because they have arms, and they, like Reverend Sylvie just said, the seller and the buyer are the same, because if you want to identify something that belongs to me, I make tomato, you're going to see tomato in my backyard. If I grew beans, you're going to see beans in my backyard. And when you come to buy, at least you know that, yeah, I saw beans in the backyard or in the garden. That's why I came to buy. Those people know that the things they are buying don't belong to Rwanda, because they are our colonizer. They colonize us. They know what is on the ground and what is on the air. But they decide to close their eyes because our lives don't matter. They are exterminating us. They are killing Black people. It doesn't matter to them. You die 1 million or 2 million, it doesn't matter. And beside that, when they go, they burn houses, they take people hostage, they take children to go work in a mine, they take women to become like the spouse of those military, they take babies, they rape even babies. Dr. Mukwege talk about how they rape women. And
they're actually raping babies, you say?
Yes, they do.
Wow.
They do. Dr. Mukwege have those, and he was the Nobel Prize. He talk about it in the UN, but they close their eyes. They say he's doing a good job, but why do you want somebody to do a good job? Where do you know that the origin of the war is here? And we are not selfish. In Africa, nobody makes arms. We don't make arms.
Yeah, I want to add something on that.
Nobody in Africa make arms. So we know that those arms are coming from somewhere.
Yeah, she want to ask you a question.
Okay.
No, that's not the question. I just want to add on something.
Oh, okay.
When it comes about the babies, because you say that the babies has been raped and it's not a story.
Right.
We have a record. We have a record on that.
Yes.
So there are videos on that.
Okay.
And we have a victims who still alive today, which they rapes baby, they rapes their parents, they ask the child to commit abomination with the parents. They are on the witness now. They don't witness by default. They impose them to witness. Mm-hmm. What kind of torture? What kind of trauma? This is traumatizing. You
That's
must
evil.
be this evil.
Yes.
Because you must be evil to understand that or to accept that.
Right.
Because that cannot be. Not by default. They ask you to stay there to watch how my stomach hurts.
Wow.
Yeah, they do that because they want to demoralize the men. They want to make them to be on the low side, so that way, whatever they do, the man is going to accept. Control. And some people said, I'd rather to be killed than to commit that act with my grandson or my nephew or my niece, because it doesn't make sense. You're going to kill me anyway. So you're making me do that after you're going to make me suffer. So it's better for me to die. That's how harsh it is. It's not a war that two people are fighting, they beat each other, and then you come separate or you make peace. It's a war that involves so many people, and the kids over there in Congo, we're going to end up having kids that have a lot of trauma, and it's going to be a lot of work to help them heal.
Yes.
They kill the dad, they kill the mom, they kill the grandma, they kill people. So when they're doing it day in, day out, they think it's okay. It's not okay. And they are doing that. It's not going to stop there.
Right.
They want Congo to give them that space to be theirs. But President Tshisekedi said, if today you ask for 20 centimeters of my body, I give to you. The next morning, you're going to tell me, give you 50, I'll give to you. So by the end, you're going to ask him the whole country.
Right. So on that note, we take the last break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
Hello viewers, you are watching Millennium News 24. America and Global Villages seen America independence built by immigrants, manufacturers, roads, highways, educations, healthcare, IT, scientists, space business development to all thousands of multimedia and all major social media platforms and news network in America. Millennium News 24, one of truthfully news networks in America and global news organizations. Please watch, follow and subscribe. We are in iOS and Android devices, Roku, Amazon, Apple devices, all smart TV, globally Horizon satellite, social media Millennium News 24, Millennium TV 24. Website www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Thank you.
Yes, we're back. Continue what you was, finish what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm saying that despite just killing people, they are making kids that have been born in war, raised in war. They're going to be warriors because they didn't go to school. They kill. They even burn schools. They burn houses. They burn churches. They burn schools. So they are making life miserable, and they are making this kid to be in a stage of like an animal. They live like in a jungle. And by the end, when they grow up, they're going to just don't have anything to do with life because they don't have anything to offer. Because they didn't go to school, they don't have trade, they don't have a formal education, they can't do anything. So they are creating a chaos that will be perpetuating year after year. Despite the peacemaking that they saw, the conflict today, we go to the peacemaking, they go to the table, but under the table, they go and they kill all the people. Under the table, they go and take another village. So enough is enough.
Right, and that's why, I ask people because I have an affinity for the Congo, Democratic Republic of the Congo, because many of us who came to the Americas, whether the Caribbean, Latin America, or America, came from the Congo.
Yes.
Right? Those are our people.
Yes.
You understand? Because one of the first slave castles that the Portuguese built was in the Congo. And they took all those people out of the Congo and brought them to the Americas as slaves. So they are our brothers and sisters. So we must show concern.
Exactly.
Just because it's in Africa, we must show concern.
Exactly.
And that's why we're bringing this forward to you. What do you got to say now?
I mean, show concern is just natural things to do and the right things to do. Because again, when the eyes are closed and the ears are closed, is intentionally, is unjust. And now I believe we went out the stage of complaining, but we want to talk face to face. Then we know what you're doing, but you have to stop. I don't know. As a minister, when I look at the word of God, and when I understand that the word is for him. Right. And then when he say, I create man from the Genesis, he say, I create man on my own image. Right. It doesn't say I create Africa, I create different countries and a different, like my sister said before, that everybody have the same blood. Right. It's the red blood. So he creates a man with his own image. And he knew the territorial limits. He knew the territorial limits. So nobody can come today and then give mistake to God. Because when he says, if my people who call my name, pray, I will hear from the heaven. Yes. And when I will hear their territory. So if it doesn't say, if the people who doesn't, my people is the one I create, the people who knows I am the King of the Kings. When they pray.
Yes.
So I mean, he knows everything. So whatever we do is a violation, human violation, is a divine violation, and it have a consequences. Yes. Today you can laugh. Today you can feel like you're in the winning side. I don't care side, but I believe there is a limit, because I believe if a woman even today come up, I believe it's because there is an internal or divine wake up from the woman to get up, and nobody has been pushed by anyone to come and speak about. Is the conscience, is the reality, how even from far away, how it affects us.
Right.
I'm not here, but how it affects you from far away. Thousands of those kids be killed. And then we see like the footballer, the Paris German, be supported by they supported the Rwandese. That's insult. That's very insulting, because how you gonna Jesus? How you support the foot? I'm talking about the German. What they call that again? Saint Germain. So they supporting Rwanda. How? Right. It's because of the same mineral. And we see that we're gonna be quiet and stupefied, just looking and don't say anything. No, this is the time, I believe, is a time to get up, is a time to put ends on this situation. Right. If you want my product, come to me. Yes. If you want my product, come to me. Right. If it's so good product for you, come to me. Right. Yes. Because if you come to me, I'm not gonna kill my people to give you that product, because you will be a good consumer to come to me. Right. And you will have it in a order, in a legal way. Right. So why killing? Why take it in a this way and using innocent kids? Right. Oh.
Yeah, we're winding down. We only have like 3 minutes. So final word.
For me, the conflict in DRC remain a mixed conflict, because there's a lot of countries that are involved. And economic struggle, it's fueled by the foreign interest. It's not between tribe. We have to stop by saying that Rwandese and the Congolese are Tutsi and Hutu. No, this conflict is fueled by foreign interest. And the country has vast mineral wealth. We, like Reverend Sylvie say, if you want mineral, please go to Congo. They'll sell it to you. We cannot eat it. We cannot use it ourselves. Congo is a country that is a gift from God to everybody. Like our president always said, that Congo is a pays solution. President Tshisekedi always said, Congo is a pays solution. It's a country that have a solution for everybody. So we're not going to stop people from coming to buy, coming to live with us, coming to work with us peacefully, like we do for all the land, because we have mineral. No, we're going to accept everybody to come. You buy, you go. Another person come and buy and go. We're not going to accept the war. Enough is enough. Everybody had to hear this message. And everybody that have an electrical vehicle, that have a cell phone, that have a laptop, you have to know that you're carrying Congo's blood in your hands.
Right. And on that note, let's give it the last minute.
Yes. One minute. My last minute one will say the same thing. It has been so long, and long does not mean normal.
No.
Long does not mean okay. Bad still bad. Mm-hmm. So this is the time to end with this. Somebody will be wonder, just because you say it's gonna end, yes. This is the time to end, and we have the power of the tongue to say this is the time to end this. You want anything from the Congolese, you want the product, which is the material we have. So you come to the Congolese and we talk. If you are my client, if I have to sell to you, I'm going to sell. If I will not sell to you, it depends on me. And I will sell to who I want to. It's a sovereign country. It's not a little country. In the matter of fact, it's the biggest. But hey, we have to make things why. And the blood of the Congolese are now crying, asking to stop, and it must stop.
Yes, and on that note, I would just like to say, I mean, if you're using a cell phone, or you're doing an electric car, or even if a battery in the car.
Yeah, think about Congolese. Think about that.
Think about the blood that's in your hand.
Think.
Right? Think. So if we are getting that luxury using it, we must fight to stop the genocide in the Congo. And with that, I say thank you all. And we want to say thanks to Miss Dr. Noor.
Yeah, I thank Dr. Noor, which I met today. So nice to meet you.
Thank you so much, Brother Marshall. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, and goodbye. And every Monday at 1 p.m. you can catch us and just go to the website, and you will be able to see us. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you.
Thank you. You guys have a good evening.
He told me. Yes.
Hello viewers, you are watching Millennium News 24. America and global villages seen to America independence built by immigrants, manufacturers, roads, highways, educations, healthcare, IT, scientists, space, business development to all thousands of multimedia and all major social media platforms and news network in America. Millennium News 24, one of truthfully news networks in America and global news organizations. Please watch, follow and subscribe. We are in iOS and Android devices, Roku, Amazon, Apple devices, all smart TV, globally Horizon satellite, social media Millennium News 24, Millennium TV 24. Website www.millenniumnews24.com and www.millenniumtv24.com. Thank you.
There's another chair there. We could have another person on the chair there beside me. You know.